Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're doing two decks, Oracle card decks we're reviewing. Love is in the air time of year. So not only romantic love, but self-love is just as important. So we're going to go over some decks that are pretty popular with the collective. The first one is Doreen Virtue. Now, sometimes you can get these with her name on them, and some it's going to be a different name on them. Doreen Virtue pulled out of making cards. But the deck that I have, I got probably a couple years ago, and her name is still on it. And it's called the Romance Angels deck. This deck is basically for relationships. As you can see, it's like past life relationships, trust, romantic feelings. And you can see by the pictures that this is like almost like early Roman type of pictures. Which, I mean, I personally think the pictures could be better, but you know, if you're into this style and you know, romance is during like that Roman era, so I guess it goes hand in hand, but I personally would like to see some different photos. Like I said, these are more for, I think, romantic love, but it's your interpretation of how you read the cards. So, I mean, if you can make it work for other types of love, go for it. Definitely, it's all about your own journey with the cards. And as you know, in the description box, there'll be links so you can go ahead and try to get these decks for yourself. This is the back of the card. I don't know if you can see it. Mine are pretty worn. You'll see that there's gold edging on these. I've used these a lot, so like I've had these for a couple years. So eventually your cards will wear from shuffling. But like I said, this has been a couple years worth of using them and shuffling them. They are on the thinner side, so you might get some bending with shuffling. Just remember that. But to me, that doesn't really matter. As long as you can read the cards and, you know, that works for you. They shuffle pretty well. They're smooth. They have a glossy finish. I mean, nothing really spectacular other than the gold edging. That kind of gives it that classier look. And it also comes with a guidebook. It's a pretty thick guidebook. Each card is basically, explained and thorough. They also have how to work with the cards, like an introduction. And then they have the meaning of the cards. So, I mean, this deck is basically a classic deck if you're just getting started and you want to do love readings and relationship readings, twin flame readings. This deck is a good starter deck for sure. Now, the other deck is called Whispers of Love, and this is by Angela Hartfeld. And these are bigger cards, as you can see. So they're a little bit harder to maneuver in your hands, but these have amazing artwork. Josephine Wall is the one who did the artwork for these, and they're just spectacular. You can get a lot of interpretation from these cards. There's hidden pictures of things. So, I mean, you can really get in depth with these. These are definitely a more in-depth card. You can use these for self-love, you know, any kind of relationship love, you know, with family, or, like I said, self-love, romantic love. But the artwork is just, I mean, I hope the video is doing justice for it. And these are a matte finish. They're smooth. They're, you know, an average cardstock. They're not super thick. So they'll bend a little bit as you shuffle them, but you know, not too bad. I've had these, you know, maybe about a year. And I would say the bending isn't too bad at all. These don't have any special gold or anything around the edges. I really don't think it needs it because of the artwork. Like I said, the borders, there's different color borders with these vivid pictures. So you can really have some fun and get in depth with these for sure. So they're definitely something you would want for your collection for love readings. I would suggest these also. These are more, maybe like if you want more of a challenge or you want more advanced readings, this would be a good deck for that. This also comes with a book. It's not as thick. There are 50 cards, I believe. Yeah, 50 cards in this deck. There's 44 in the Romantic Angels deck. And this one also has, you know, it starts out with the introduction, how to use the cards, how to, you know, ask the questions, gives you a couple spreads to work with and explanations of each of the spreads. And then it goes into the interpretation of the card. They're short and sweet kind of things. Just because they're short doesn't mean that you're being cheated on the full meanings of the cards. I would say, you know, you're getting a good explanation. And I just wanted to basically end the video with this quote that's in this book, and it's called, and it says, "Life without love is like a tree without blossoms or fruit." So just remember, you know, love and light, you know, love makes the world go round, and just remember, self-love is just as important as romantic love and love for other people and animals, and life itself gives you true meaning to your life. I really think the cards, if you're working with the cards, it can help bring out your self-love and really just get you in a spot where you feel grateful and full of love and light yourself. Like I said, there will be links in the description box, so you can go ahead and get a hold of these cards, which I definitely recommend both these cards. You know, there's obviously differences, big differences in the cards, but both equally well done. I mean, the descriptions are good. This is more of a beginner deck, which is good. Or if you like just do short readings. So I give you guys a blessed day, and make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Leave me any comments you might have. Words of love are always appreciated. And you guys have yourself a good day. Thank you very much.